Sadly, Poco only got half experience. Or no experience. I'm not sure in this case.
She's getting on her knees with 3 dudes. This is gonna be interesting.
No, I'm alright.
I wonder what this is called.
Thank you.
Thank goodness you're all right. Huh? What is that thing?
A bouncing baby.
I bet it's one of those agogos that girl was talking about before.
It's kind of weird. Look, Riddle. It's glowing. A go-go. Thank you for saving me. I've never seen one of those before.
I am so
Oh,
confused
I
right
know.
now.
I'll take a picture of it.
And it's gone.
Where did it go?
It just exploded.
Great job, Beat. You scared it off by taking that stupid thing out. I wish I could have touched it.
Asshole.
Gee, I'm
With my
sorry,
penis.
Riddle.
No.
Dude feels like shit right
So
now.
your name is Beat? Agogos are probably very shy creatures. I'm sure it'll come out again.
If you recall the unbeatable boss,
Is
he was
that
looking
short
for a
something
glowing
else?
creature in the forest.
I'm Allegretto.
Wonder who he's referring to.
I have a little store in Retardondo. It's small.
So what's
but
an
we have a tough
Allegretto?
time keeping stuff in stock each day.
It's a fast
Strum?
Anyway, enough about me. What's
sequence
a
of
powder
notes.
seller like you
Sequence
doing
of
way out
notes.
here? Are you headed somewhere?
Something like that, anyway. It's not the perfect.
Description.
Yes.
She's not good with words or letters or pronunciations or really being a human in general.
Flashback time!
I'm going to see the cat.
Ah, that was
before
just
I
flashing
castle.
time. I thought shit was gonna
Now
get
is not
good.
the time to discuss this. We have a guest in the house.
I guessed.
I told you. The reason floral powder isn't selling is because people can buy mineral powder so cheaply. I'm sure he'll understand
Yeah,
if I
but
talk to him.
floral powder doesn't,
Polka, dear.
have such
Don't be
awkward side
foolish.
effects.
You can't possibly go all the way to the castle in Forte by yourself.
I've already made up my mind. Don't try to stop me.
Yeah.
If there's a dude named Waltz in here, I'm gonna laugh.
Dear, it's not that important if floral powder
No.
doesn't sell.
There's not.
We'll survive somehow. Polka, are you listening?
I'd tap that. I'm just saying.
Polka, please.
If it was
If you
real,
can hear me,
obviously,
then
I don't,
answer
paper
me.
cuts.
Polka,
Fuck.
are you listening?
Yes? I'm on my way to Forte.
And she's gonna cry. I want her to cry. Ah, fuck.
More cinematic!
More like cinemapathetic.
That's
No.
a pretty long name. Could you say it one more time?
Pretty long name.
Frederick Francois Chopin. But you can
Frederick
just call me
Francis
Frederick.
Chopin.
Frederick, huh? Okay.
But you just call me Open.
I'm really good at remembering people's names.
No.
You said you're going to Forte. Do you mean Forte Castle? Yes, I do. You should know that Forte is not a very friendly place
They don't
right
have
now.
like a kids table for
It's
these
much
guys?
nicer here in Agogo Forest.
Rude.
The Count of Forte Castle is responsible for mining Mount Rock. He's been making some kind of medicine.
Ah,
It's a
you
clever
mean
mount.
mineral powder, right?
Yes, my sister Salsa is on her way there right now.
Salsa.
She's going to ask him to stop the mining.
Fucking stupid ass names.
I get it.
Oh god.
And you stayed behind here to manage all this.
If someone doesn't do something, the Agogos
Sure,
are
then
going
it's not
to
someone
lose their
named
home.
Waltz. Seems really like it would be.
That's terrible. I was actually
Pretty
gonna
sure,
ask them to
unless
reduce
I
the
haven't found him
amount
yet.
of floral powder they're selling.
Just haven't met you
And this is
yet.
perfect. I hope I'm not asking too much from you, but if you could possibly do me
real
this
tired of
one
my shit.
favor.
There's one
Here.
favor.
If you happen to meet my sister in
Oh,
Forte,
that's not what I was thinking at all.
could you give her this hat?
If you meet her, give her this ugly ass hat,
We
please.
don't even know what your sister looks like.
That won't be a problem at all. You see, we're twins, so just look for someone who looks exactly like me.
Gotcha. All right then. I think we can handle that.
Twins are
Come
the
on,
game
let's
designer's
get
way of
moving,
saying,
Polka.
I don't want to
We
make
can go
another
together.
character.
What? Go to Forte together? But I...
But
Yes,
I...
good idea. I think that would be much better.
But
We're
I'm
all heading to the same
dying.
place.
We're all
We should stick
dying,
together,
just at what
right?
rate?
Yeah.
Besides, if you collapse again, your Go-Go's might not be there to rescue you next time.
Go together?
Go together right now. Over what?
Dear, it's not that important if floral powder
Yeah, it's
doesn't
not
sell.
important. No
We'll
one
survive
survives.
somehow.
She has a heart on her
Polka,
corset.
are you listening?
What's a corset?
It squeezes
Polka,
women
please. If you
rib
can
cage
hear
in
me,
order
then
to make them
answer
look
me.
skinnier.
That's an invention that, it needs to come back, let me tell you. Lou, look like you've lost 20 pounds in 5 minutes. Warning, causes shortness of breath. It's one of those things where you gotta look out for the side effects.
Sorry.
It's
The truth
also
is, this is
when
about more
one
than
interesting thing
just
about
the floral
corsets is
powder.
people would put the children in them from really young age and tighten them really tight so that they'd have an hourglass
So I
shape
wanted
even when
to
they're
do
like
something meaningful
10.
with that time.
People would do that. Like,
You're ruining the cutscene.
I think that meeting Frederick
even nowadays,
realized what I
like
really
some of those
wanted to do.
child models have an hourglass shape because they're put in corsets.
It's because
I don't have
beauty's in the eye of the
much
beholder.
but I
There was an Indian group who would fucking duct tape a fucking board to the baby's head and elongate the skull because they thought it looked good. Or do it to the face so they'd have a flat face.
Or the Chinese
I'm
foot
not
binding.
gonna worry about what other people think.
I think that was just so a woman couldn't kick your ass.
You wanna stay away from
Like, you're gonna kick me? Alright, it's gonna hurt like a motherfucker.
Smaller feet are more
Until
attractive.
now, every stranger has been my enemy. I
I'm just
convinced
walking
myself
around
that
my
that
size
includes
13 and a half
anyone.
wise. There's this thing on Facebook where like, take your shoe size times your like a year times this number, add this number, multiply this number, divide by this, and the first two would be like the year you were born, the last two would be like your age or something. You know it's sad when your shoe size is so large that doesn't work. When your foot is so large, math doesn't accompany it. It just doesn't matter. Even math goes, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Motherfucker! Shit!
I really like that.
Okay, then we should get going. Oh,
One girl,
Frederick,
3 dudes,
by the way,
month-long
what are
travel.
you gonna do?
I was heading for Forte as well.
What? You're going to Forte too, Frederick? Oh, that's great. I guess that means we're all going to the same
We got a
place.
genius over there. He figured it all out.
This trip is really getting crowded, huh?
I don't think he's very fond of the new company he has.
Thank you so much for everything.
Get laid.
Don't mention it. And if you ever come through the forest again, please drop by.
Wave.
Oh, darn.
Continue
I
on.
wish I'd gotten another chance to take
Darn.
a picture of that glowing Go-Go.
Man, good thing they're not swearing. I'd have to put a warning on the video if they
Are you
swore.
still going on about that? You know you can just go back to that same cave again later.
Alec Meadows right. As long as some Go-Go's show themselves, I'm sure you'll get to take a picture of them next time.
Yeah, I guess so.
Are we done yet?
Nope.
They meant by a
Why
glowing
won't it
Go-Go.
end?
I suppose it must have just looked as if it was glowing. Because I've never heard of a Go-Go's glowing before.
Still, they are quite rare. Someone who lives in a go-go forest has never seen a glow in a go-go.
She's also never seen a penis, but they're not very rare at all.
That has nothing to do with anything.
You're saying if she hasn't seen it because she's in a forest, it's rare. Penis ain't rare. Dick's cheap. Go to chat roulette, you'll see about a dozen of them. All different shapes and sizes, nationalities, hair level. Can we be done yet?
Nope. We get to see the... I forget his
Please,
wank.
There's no need to do any such thing. What can Andantino possibly do?
What's an
Do they
Entino?
think they'll start a revolution just by declaring
place.
they oppose the government?
Oh.
Still, my lord, we've received reports of
fuck?
engaging
And
in
it... No,
activities to
Andantino's
disturb
a
the peace.
Webble company.
Perhaps
Rival?
it would be best to nip
Company.
this in the bud.
R.
Rival company. We got fucking
No.
Einstein
No,
there.
no, not rivals.
Stop
Why?
The Webbles.
Disturbing the peace.
Rebels.
Rebels
I'm
do.
sorry, you can't fucking speak. My bad.
I'm sorry.
But a
You pronounced his name wrong. It's
revolution
Einstein
will
with an
topple the
E.
government. Do you really think Andantino is capable of doing that?
Andantino.
No matter how many followers they gather, Forte Castle will not fall.
Not fall.
Andantino knows that. Perhaps
Dude looks like the
better than
motherfucker from
anyone.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And yet they continue to fight.
Freaking
What do you
kid.
think that is?
I just want to strangle him.
You want to strangle his cock.
No.
Revolution!
Now we get to learn a little bit more about Frederick Chopin.
On November 29th, 1830, an insurrection occurred in Warsaw, the capital of Poland. Thank it. It was the November Uprising. At the time, most of Poland was Russian territory, and desire for independence had been growing. About 4 weeks before the revolution of November 2nd, Chopin left the increasing dangerous Warsaw and headed for Vienna. I read that fast because I wasn't sure how much time I'd have. It is said that Chopin's friends encouraged him to leave the country because they knew rebellion was certain. But Chopin was unaware of this, and his trip had been planned many months in advance. Chopin was unusually talented as well as physically weak. So his friends wanted him to use the piano as a weapon to fight for Poland. I just imagined a really scrawny kid swinging around a piano. And a grand piano at that. On November 23rd, approximately 20 days later, Chopin arrived in Vienna. All I can think of is sausage. And 6 days after that, the insurrection in Warsaw started. Story time. It went on for almost a year. Then, on September 8th, 1831, Warsaw fell. 10 months of fighting had ended in defeat. The walls fall. Chopin, then aged 21, learned of the insurrection's failure while in Stuttgart, Germany. I pronounced that wrong. The feelings within which he played the piano at this time take the form of this composition, the Revolutionary Etude. To Chopin, who genuinely loved his homeland of Poland, the insurrection's failure was difficult to bear. But perhaps he found it even more difficult to bear the fact that he was safe in a foreign country. Yeah, that'd feel like shit. Chopin would never set foot in his native land again. That's sad. That's really sad. And is story time over? Nope. Cutscene.
I asked you a question. Why does Andantino continue to fight?
Well,
Don't know the answer. It's because there is someone backing them. They're not stupid. They haven't stopped fighting because they think they have a chance to win. So that means our true enemy is the one who is backing Andantino. We'll let Andantino play out their game. They're no threat. And besides, Legato, we're already one step ahead of them.
Don't worry, we're still here. It's just a long-ass cutscene. Can we... What the fuck?! We've literally gone through like 12 cutscenes. I want to stop. I want to take a break. I don't want to be here anymore. What the fuck? That's a horny goat with wings. Honestly, I thought of that before I really thought about it, and it's kind of funny now in hindsight. The last thing you want is just flying horny goats. Why did you pause?
I did not pause.
You turned the controller off.
The controller turned off automatically because I haven't touched it for a while.
Apparently, after half an hour, the controllers turn off themselves. Raindrops keep
I
falling
really don't like
on
those types
my
of
head.
achievements.
Yeah, they're kind of detractory. But can we save now?
Yes, we can.
Alright.
This fat ass will let us.
I hope you enjoyed both playthroughs we've done of the last 20 minutes. Or, hour.
Yeah.
The final words will be said by Nikki Doo while I go turn this off the moment she's done, so they'll be a little easier to sync. Ruin some of the surprise, so.
Some of the mystery of recording.
So this has been Link talking about random bullshit. I hope you enjoyed, and here she is.
I have a question mark over my head, and I'm going to check out what it is. It looks like the fountain in Witch Redondo. Oh, it's a natural spring. How does it look like a fountain if it's a spring? And that is the question of the day. Farewell. Have a nice day.